Welcome back everyone. iOS 14.6, the release candidate has officially came out. So what does this look like? Well, this essentially means that 14.6 is probably coming out within the next couple of weeks. We already know this, but 14.6 brings a crazy big feature within it. Now the size of it is fairly large if you're coming from, 14.5, 14.5.1, as you can see 14.6. Now this is on my iPhone 12, so it's going to run perfectly fine on devices like this. But if you're rocking an iPhone 6s, an iPhone 7, it's still probably going to be fine. But do know that there's going to be some cases where they may not work as properly. But there can be some cases where there may be a few glitches here and there in the beginning with, but they usually end up, being fine, later on in the life cycle. Now, another major thing with 14.6 is that this may actually be the last official version of 14 that we're going to be getting, iOS 14. So this is a major thing in and of itself. There's a chance that we may get 14.7, and as I mentioned before, there's another pretty crazy thing in this update that pretty much signifies what's going to be happening with 14 and iOS 15. So here's the major thing. With iOS 14.6, we do get that new Apple Music feature of a lossless audio. So unfortunately, I don't have Apple Music, so it's not going to work out for me. But there is a cool little feature with 14.6 that allows you to have a lossless audio essentially. So what does this mean? It basically means like higher quality audio, higher quality, songs and stuff like that. But unfortunately, a phone like an iPhone 6s does not support this. So that's a pretty crazy thing from what I've seen, because this essentially showcases to us that Apple is cutting some features for iOS 14 that iPhone 7 and above are getting. So essentially what this means is that, in my opinion, iOS 15 is probably not going to be coming for the iPhone 6s. It's a very sad thing. I hate saying it. I already made a different video talking about this, but that's something that I immediately saw that really stuck out to me. Now the size of this update is also fairly large. It was a couple of gigs coming from iOS 14.5 when I eventually did upgrade to iOS 14.6, the beta version, and this update was a couple of gigs as well. I mean, these are very big updates for sure. So we're going to be seeing a bunch of new things coming out, a lot of new features, but ultimately, like I mentioned before, this is an update that is probably going to be the last update of iOS 14. So do keep that in mind. If you're planning on going to iOS 15, obviously all these features that are coming from 14.6 are going to be embedded in iOS 15. But do keep in mind, like I mentioned, I mean, if you have an iPhone 6s, this may be one of the last versions of software that are going to be coming out for it. But regardless, I will tell you, from rocking 14.6, the beta, since the first beta came out, when I made that first video, it's been a very good experience. I made a ton of videos, on this channel and my second channel on different tutorials, on different things like that. And the phone hasn't, broken on me. It hasn't done anything super crazy. 14.5.1 was also a pretty good update as well. So ultimately, we're getting, lossless audio. We're getting a lot of other cool features within 14.6 as well. Best believe when the official version comes out, which is probably going to be in the next week or so, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to, obviously install it on all my other devices as well. So that essentially covers a little bit of an update for iOS 14.6, at least the release candidate. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section as well. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly, everything else, every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.